36. And the bottle, prime bottle 360. Nikolai, what's on your side? 0.35, 318. Voltage on battery 28.9. Excellent. To understand that the fluid umbilicals are capped. The valves are closed. And it's all capped. Okay. Covered with MLI flap as well. Okay. Orkak valve closed. Nikolai. What about camera? Let me push it a little bit further down. Okay, now it's excellent, thank you. Okay, Dima, we're ready. Okay, guys, I'm handing it over to Artyom. Good luck. All the best to you. We'll meet out there. Free press, and you've done excellent job all on time. Good luck to you. Okay, thank you.
And with that expression of well wishes, the Russian flight controllers handing off between the spacewalk preparation controllers to the controllers who will guide Kononenko and Chub through their procedures on a spacewalk expected to last about 6 hours and 45 minutes, maybe 7 hours in duration.
All right, I'm all ready to go. All up for it. Are you? So are we. Excellent. All right, that's first of all. It's properly secured, right? Stand by, Artyom. I can't rotate myself like this. Okay, let me step back. I step back. Is it okay now? Is anything on the way? Will the hatch opening also be on the way? No. Right now I'm fine. Nothing is entangled, so we're good. Artyom, now we're ready. All equipment is in place and everything is secured. Absolutely. So the suit's secured? Affirmative. Copy then. Check the flag on the opening key. Is it in work position? Yes. The screws of the emergency closing are loosened completely. The handles are in the closed position facing each other. I can see the second one. Now I can, yes, affirmative, facing each other in closed position. Excellent. All right, then we can proceed with the EV hatch opening. Attention, safety tether hook. And we're monitoring.
This is Mission Control Houston. Cosmonauts in the Poisk airlock, Oleg Kononenko and Nikolai Chub, having now received the go from the flight controllers in Korolyov to open the hatch to Poisk that will mark the official start of today's spacewalk.
Push your handle to the hard stop. When you'll see the opening, you'll see the message. Okay. I'm leaving the key in the lock, right? Affirmative. Excellent. So what do we have? Sunrise, I can't see it yet. Are we? Okay, it is crack opening. but the pressure is creeping back up. Okay, when you see the stable opening, report. In 8 minutes, we'll be in insulation. Copy. Hatch is open. Copy. Again, hatch is open. Copy. Now take the adjustable tether and you need to attach it to the panel. I'm handing it to you with my left hand. Can you see it? No, not yet. Now, change the orientation. Let me rotate. Bring my legs down. Okay, I'm going. Could you move forward a little bit? Legs towards PHO. What is this? And okay, this is the adjustable tether. Can you reach it?
This is Mission Control Houston. The official start time for today's spacewalk, 9:57 a.m. Central Time, 10:57 a.m. Eastern Time, as the crew confirmed the opening of the hatch to the Poisk module. So the first spacewalk of the year at the International Space Station now officially underway.
Maybe I should change my position. Well, actually, I can. There is hardware in the way. Do you see my feet? No, maybe if I back up.
This is Mission Control Houston. Once again, the hatch to the airlock on the Poisk module on the space-facing side of the Russian segment of the International Space Station is open. That marked the official start of today's spacewalk by Oleg Kononenko and Nikolai Chub, 9:57 a.m. Central Time, 10:57 a.m. Eastern Time. Russian Spacewalk 62 now officially underway.
Okay, and I'm going to get your tether. Okay, I see it. Is it going? Yes, I can. I have it and I'm moving it. I'm handing you over the tether and opening the hatch. Wait a sec. Hatch is open. Copy. After that, start protective ring install. Copy. Will do so. I have to reach the ring first. Okay. Okay, I'm tightening here. I have the fixed length tether ring secured now. I do not see any inaudible. So it has to be on the bottom, on the left. But you do have the second one? Yes, of course I have it. You are pressing on it with your head.
Метка должна быть на 5 часов. Руетку видите? Пока нет.
Do you see the marker? Not yet.
Вот я вижу черное вот здесь.
I see something black here.
Оставил? Секундочку, но почти на месте, да.
Okay, I'm almost in place here. And I have it.
Сейчас я выверну. У тебя она снизу, по-моему, ходит туда-сюда. А да, вот она здесь, сейчас я только...
Yours is down. Yes, I understand.
Так, кольцо установлено.
The ring is installed. Copy.
Тогда приступай к выходу из мимо. Первый фал постоянной длины.
So the first fixed length tether, you have to secure it.
Так, фал зафиксирован.
Yes, it's secured.
Я вышел.
I am outside.
Перефиксирую фал. Переменная длина наружу.
I have my adjustable tether here.
Выхода из тени 1 минута.
There's only 1 more minute of eclipse.
Я сублиматор включил потихонечку.
Да, сейчас я запрос
So
сделал.
I may start the heater now, slowly. Let me ask.
Давайте мне тогда длинный карабин пока.
Okay, give me the long hook now and crew log bag.
Один. Так, сейчас, секунду, я...
Stand by.
Так, застрахован.
I have to tether it. Okay, it is tethered. Now the second one.
Так, вывожу.
Inaudible.
Взял? Да, кривой бэк.
You have the crew log bag?
И даете длинный фал.
Yes. And now feed the tether over here.
Взял? Нет, пока.
You have it? No, not yet.
А? На нем не нормально? Нормально, да.
Everything good? Yes.
Второй фал перемен.
The adjustable tether is secured, the first one. Now do the second one.
Тихо, тихо. Надо мне...
Slowly, let me back up first.
Так, вытягивай.
I'm feeding it out.
Так, я тебе подаю. Угу. Взял? Да. Все нормально. Так, Артем, крулок.
It's all good. Okay, Artyom, crew log bag is out and the adapter. Copy.
Да, сейчас дадим эту команду.
This is Mission Control Houston, 8 minutes into today's spacewalk, the first view. Now, as the space station moves into an orbital sunrise of our spacewalkers, Nikolai Chub wearing the Russian Orlan suit with the blue stripes as EV2, or extravehicular crew member number 2, Oleg Kononenko, EV1, or extravehicular crew member number 1, will be visible during the course of the spacewalk. He's wearing the Orlan suits with the red stripes.
You can still do it.
They have already secured a protective ring around the hatch that was opened at 9:57 a.m. Central Time, 10:57 a.m. Eastern Time, marking the beginning of today's spacewalk. The 7th for Kononenko, the 2nd for Chub, the 2nd they've conducted together.
Okay, the short tether is out. Now the long tether. Copy.
Так, вышел.
I am egressed. Copy.
Так, сублиматор включен.
Sublimator is now on. Copy. Sublimator activated.
Сейчас. Сублиматор.
Still working on the sublimator.
Тихо, тихо, тихо. Стоп. Куда?
Slowly.
Так, второй сублиматор включил, положение 2. Второй.
Принят. Принято.
EV2 sublimator is on
Так,
in
растягиваем.
position
Так,
2.
подержите тогда, я держу. Держу.
And now remove slack on equipment tethers.
Фал с подтягом здесь. Я сейчас. Тут фал.
Okay, adjustable tether is here.
Что-то замотано. Нельзя, что ли?
There is some wrapping here.
Так. Второй.
Now the second tether.
Второй вы подтяните просто к себе.
Just pull it towards yourself. Are you holding
Ну,
it?
может быть, наверх.
Yes, I am.
На поручень, который над ВЛом.
Maybe the one that's above the EV
Вот прям
hatch.
маленький такой.
This is Mission Control Houston. Once again, a good look
На него
at
фал
Cosmonauts Nikolai Chub at the top of your screen.
Adjustable
Just to
tether.
his bottom is Oleg Kononenko, Chub wearing the suit with the blue stripes, Kononenko wearing the suit with the red stripes. They are in the process of taking equipment out of the Poisk airlock that they will be using throughout the course of today's spacewalk. They also will be switching helmet cameras on shortly. Those helmet cameras to provide up close and personal views of the work they'll be conducting throughout the course of today's excursion. The first major activity will be to move over to the Naoka multi-purpose laboratory module to attempt to fully deploy the second panel, one of 4 such panels, on a
Activating the
miniature
video camera.
phased array synthetic aperture radar system that they installed on Naoka back in October during their last spacewalk together. One of those 4 panels hung up, could not be latched in place. They have new procedures designed to try to get that panel unfurled properly and latched in place so that this radar system can begin operating.
Хека у вас справа.
On the right?
Да.
Yes.
Лампа, тут кнопка спереди, да. Горит? Не вижу. Да, загорелась зеленым.
Do you have a green light illuminated?
Включил.
Yes, it is now for me.
Да, я вижу.
Copy.
Да, есть.
And I have an image already.
Copy.
Copy.
Идем на эту, на стрелу идем.
All right, then let's translate towards the Strela.
Николай, у тебя после
Nikolai,
включения сублиматора
after you turned on the sublimator,
так что ты смотри там.
you have 13 degrees already. It's working very effectively. Remember to control your temperature. Yes, I'm fine so far. Thank you.
Просто низкий уже.
It's a bit low, your temperature.
Ничего, я уже выставил его потеплее.
Okay, I got it on warmer now.
Пойдем потихоньку.
Okay, let's translate.
Осторожно.
Yes.
The 2 cosmonauts have taken a platform and several adapters out of the Poisk airlock that they will be attaching to various work sites on the Russian segment of the International Space Station and will shortly make their way down to the Naoka module to begin the first major task of today's excursion. Again, that will be an attempt to fully straighten out and lock in place one of 4 panels on a synthetic aperture radar system.
Так, ты пошел? Нет, еще я кривогод на себе вешу.
Are you moving yet? No, I am feathering crew log bag on myself.
Карабин за свингаром.
I have the hook on the swing arm on the ring. Copy.
За свой короткий фал.
And also your short tether
Так, вот.
Принято.
secured to it. Yes. Copy.
Вспоминаю, почему я не хотел после прошлого раза его брать с собой.
Remind me why I didn't want to take it with me
Да нет, не надо.
after the last time.
Мне все равно с ним идти.
Now I have to walk with it.
Сейчас я перехожу на кольцо.
I am swapping my tether to the ring. Copy.
Так, и перехожу на ту сторону.
And translating to
Красота какая.
the
Как я соскучился.
other side.
По живым краткам? Ага. Так, нет, не так быстро.
I missed being out here.
Секундочку. Вот так.
This way.
Так, я все тут цепляешь? Да.
Are you securing here? Yes.
Переменный.
Now adjustable tether.
This is Mission Control Houston. You're looking at a live view from a balcony camera overlooking the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov, outside Moscow, as we hand over between satellites on our tracking and data relay satellite system. We'll be regaining our downlink capability from the station just a moment or two from now. Oleg Kononenko and Nikolai Chub, 18 minutes into today's spacewalk that began with the opening of the hatch to the Poisk airlock at 9:57 a.m. Central Time, 10:57 a.m. Eastern Time, almost right on schedule. They should be making their way down to the Naoka multi-purpose laboratory area, their work site there, to begin the work to fully deploy one of 4 panels on a miniature synthetic radar aperture system that they installed back in October. They unfurled at that time 3 of the 4 panels. One of the panels hung up. The hope is today that revised procedures will enable them to complete the deployment of that final panel and to latch it in place so that the radar system can begin operating.
Стрела, конечно.
Okay, a bit stuck here for some reason.
Движение по СТУ, стреле.
You are going along the Strela? Yes, I am.
Страховку сняли?
Remove the tethering? Yes. Copy.
Олег Ильич, ваш фал держит переменной длины. Он там за флаги зацепился.
Oleg, your tether is hooked here on the bottom.
Наверное, да.
Your adjustable tether. Copy. It is twisted. Can you do it? Stand by.
Что он там, под этот придется, что ли? Под петлю попал?
How did it get hooked?
Я с той стороны переходил, сейчас надо перестегнуть на эту сторону.
I just need to switch it to the other side in a moment.
Порядок.
Okay, all good.
Так, приехали. Сейчас подъем.
Okay, you need to remate it.
The Cosmonauts, as we are about to regain our downlink television capability from the station, are currently working to set up their equipment at their first work site at the Naoka module of the International Space Station.
Okay, I have it.
The station is currently flying over the border of Montana and North Dakota, moving from northwest to southeast in an orbit inclined 51.6 degrees to either side of the equator.
Maybe the other way towards me.
Сейчас я, наверное, вниз буду спускаться потихоньку. Да пойду.
I am going to go down slowly.
Ну, мне что, надо как-то взять. Давай, тебе вот его. Ну, я уже все взял. Я просто не пойму.
I'm not sure what to do here.
Так перекрутились.
You can see at the top of your screen that boom-like device that is moving back and forth. That is the Strela boom. Strela is the Russian word for arrow. That is a telescoping boom that spacewalkers use outside of the Russian segment to move themselves and equipment around from one module to another on the Russian segment.
How about the handrail on the bottom? Isn't it there? We are getting the video now.
And a good view of Oleg Kononenko wearing the Orlan suit with the red stripes as he now is at the work site of the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module. Nikolai Chub wearing the Orlan suit with the blue stripes just at the top of your screen, almost out of the view at this moment.
You have to go down first. Okay? More and more and more. Yes. Okay, basically you are through. Now the APFR.
Что они там? Видно? Машут? Ну-ка.
Can you see people waving to you?
Сейчас я немножко отойду тогда.
Maybe if I stand back a bit.
And a good view right now of the two Roscosmos cosmonauts. Kononenko on your left, Chub on the right, as they begin work to fully unfold the fourth in a series of 4 panels on this synthetic radar system. It is called the Mini RSA system. This device was installed during their last spacewalk back in October. One of the 4 panels did not deploy properly. That's the prime objective of today's spacewalk, is to do just that, so that the radar system can begin operating. This is a synthetic aperture radar system used to make multi-dimensional images of geographical landscapes.
Install the handrail properly.
And is planned as a tool to aid in the management of natural resources, environmental control, and emergency monitoring of conditions on Earth.
Now instead is 4148. And you can reach, yes, but it's not convenient. On your way back, or maybe even now, take a video of this
Он сейчас стоит так, как он должен
Right
стоять.
now,
4109
4109 is here, and 4128 is on the bottom. So that's just how it should be.
Просто, перпендикулярно модулю стоит.
It's perpendicular to the module, and I did it quite straight.
Понял. Вот так переставили, потому что
Do you copy?
удобнее другим членам экипажа.
We understand it was just convenient for other crew members to have the previous configuration of gap spanners.
Да, мы только не ходили на MLM.
MLM, we walked back and forth on it, and we required different configurations of handrails and gap spanners.
И туда не ходили, и сюда не ходили. Ну, напомни, чтоб я снял.
But not here.
Да,
Remind me to uninstall it when I go back. All right.
Так. Почти на месте.
Okay, everything in place here.
Так, пробы. Где мы берем? 41.
Station Moscow Station Ground 1 for Alexander.
41.
And
42.
where do we take the swabs?
Это ФП-11.
Yes, Alexander.
Она раньше по пути будет.
Can you work on the hatch cover now?
Пока не вижу.
Not now, unfortunately. I have the treadmill to do.
32 minutes into today's spacewalk, Oleg Kononenko and Nikolai Chub now at the Naoka Multipurpose Laboratory Module. They are working in the vicinity of the era that you see imprinted on that robotic arm. That's the European robotic arm that was attached to Naoka and activated to provide robotic capability for the Russian segment of the International Space Station. That is not in play in today's spacewalk. What is in play is the effort by Kononenko on the bottom and Chub at the top of your screen to fully deploy the fourth in a series of 4 panels for a synthetic radar aperture system that hung up during its initial installation back in October.
I think the tether will be long enough here.
Артем, первая ФП-11, я напротив нее стою.
Yes, 111.
Так, safety tether, Олег Дмитриевич, поможете мне?
So, Oleg, could you help me with the tether? Of course.
Держать?
Do you want me to hold it?
Большой карабин зацепить на...
So take the large hook and connect it 4113, and you start translation using a combined protocol. So the hook is closed, latch is closed. Copy, speaking simultaneously. So I'm attached to 2 hooks. So now you can remove the box, removing. The short one has been removed. Let's walk and see how our mini RSA is doing. Where you see the dark spot, so do not open the FT valves. You'll see them right in the middle. Yes, I can see it where there is 4111. That is correct. So next to the fixed plate and take the samples not from the handle itself, but based on the foundation, on the base of the pit. I see 4142. That's what's written. 4142 in the vicinity of BTP. That's the name of the zone. So, and it was called a handle, but it's not a handrail. So it's next to the valve. Коля, can you tell me if they are closed while you're in the vicinity? I'm just checking that right now. Let me rotate it. Visually, the left latch is closed, but possibly not to the very end, because there is a screw. It's in the middle. Should it be flush? Yes, to the full stop, and you need to turn the paddle. I did, and I think it worked. If you depress the pedal and nothing works, then you can use a screwdriver and you can rotate the installation screw. Well, it went to the right, to the full stop. The view is unbelievable. Beautiful, Nikolai. So I've loaded mechanically to the full stop. Can you see it via the telemetry? We copy. So the mechanical handrail has been lowered. Let us confirm with the telemetry what we see. All right, we'll continue. Pressing on. The second latch should be fully closed. That's the type 1 latch. Copy. We copy. Thank you. It seems to be stuck. Once again. You said 41, 43, 41, 44. Oleg, you need to go from the other side. I will try. They're both with adapters, speaking simultaneously. So use the platform with adapters as your site, as your guide. I see it. It's close to the bracket, right? 41, 42, not exactly. You need to take OBTV. You can see that's the attachment point for the adapter, for the platform with adapters. You will see some dark marks on it. So the only one I see, the only location I see on the MLI is under the handrail. Yes, where it says BKZ, Label, car 3. That's where it should be.
Так.
All right.
Коля, ты не видишь,
Коля,
этот провод?
do you see the wire that is going under?
Я сейчас вообще ничего не вижу.
I don't see any at all right now.
40 minutes into today's spacewalk, Oleg Kononenko in the suit with the red stripes, joined just above him by Nikolai Chub,
Should be on the left side.
as they are completing the installation, the temporary installation and stowage of a platform with adapters on a handrail that ultimately will be affixed to the Zvezda service module for future spacewalking work, and then we'll proceed with tackling the major objective, and that is the deployment of one of 4 panels on a synthetic radar aperture system that hung up during its initial installation back in October.
That's the piece that
The International Space Station currently flying 260 miles over northern Brazil.
with the dyno cutters, it just fell off on its own. Well, just try any way you can. All right. Otherwise, the latches are open. Copy. And did you see it on only on one side? Yes. Apologies. Let me just secure it in place. Copy. Коля, you said the yellow part was the end part of it. Yes. The yellow part. So it just started falling out on its own. Copy. So the second one is good. I was able to remove it out. Copy. So that's the small movement part. Artyom, why couldn't they have done it, install and then using the bayonet? What did you say? Come again? Did not copy. Why not to do the sample device, sample taker on the panel? I'm not ready to give you the answer, Oleg. It's been 10 years or so, and the structure, yeah, bayonet connection would be better.
The view from Nikolai Chub's helmet camera
Are you ready to close it?
as he continues to work to straighten out or unfurl that one panel on the synthetic radar aperture system.
At any rate, the latches are open, and I have removed the tail ends. Copy. So are you going to use it manually? I'm trying to unscrew everything, and then I'll figure it out. I will try first manually. Copy. So I've fixed it on my side. Copy, Oleg. Copy. Latches are closed. Copy. Thank you. Now, you please take photos of everything. Will do. Oleg, I have a request for you as well to take photos from your end, from your side. Come again, did you ask me to do it also? Yes, I'm asking both of you to take photos using the camera. All right, that's the adapter. I'm trying to turn around. And move it somewhere further away. And could you please take photos of the latches of the first type 1? Will do. I'm not going to climb upwards. I'm holding it on this side. I'm using the camera to make a recording. On the bottom, I'm higher than you are.
This is Mission Control Houston. Russian flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center now confirming that the second panel of the miniature synthetic aperture radar system has now been deployed and latched in place. So Nikolai Chub and Oleg Kononenko making short work of that major objective 47 minutes into today's spacewalk. The mini RSA system, as it is called, should now be fully operational once it is activated in the days to come.
Give me a second. 109, as well as the handrail 4128. How copy? So the valve of SP-1. Copy. Thank you. I remember this soft handrail was actually moved when we were working with the valves in the past, and I remember handling it. Have you arrived? I'm down. Yes, please just move here. Yeah, let me move a little bit further. Now you can. Did you come to the base? Did you attach it to the ring where we have the wrap around? Yes. And will you take some photos from there? No, not from that one. Just go to the next one. Okay, next one will work. Done. Excellent.
This is Mission Control Houston. Once again, we are almost 50 minutes into today's spacewalk that began with the opening of the hatch to the Poisk module by Oleg Kononenko and Nikolai Chub at 9:57 a.m. Central, 10:57 a.m. Eastern Time. The two cosmonauts have completed the full deployment of the second of 4 panels of the mini RSA phased array synthetic radar system that was first installed back in October. One of those 4 panels did not deploy and latch in place properly. It did today. So that system is now fully configured in its operational mode, ready to begin operations. This system designed to provide multidimensional images of geographical landscapes. The 2 cosmonauts have also taken swab samples of the exterior of the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module that you see there. A good view of Oleg Kononenko wearing the Orlan suit with the red stripes. Just above him is Nikolai Chub wearing the suit with the blue stripes. You see in the upper right-hand corner of your screen the airlock that was installed on the Naoka module last year. That airlock will be used to eject payloads, science payloads, for study from the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module, much like the airlock sliding platform does from the Kibo module, the Japanese module on the U.S. segment of the International Space Station. And prominent in the foreground there is the European robotic arm attached to Naoka that will be used for other science operations in the months and years ahead.
On the top, is it faster? Well, you can see it's more scenic. You can see around. That sounds good. Speaking simultaneously. Yes, just attach it to yourself. Copy. And this mobile link should be placed in a more comfortable way. Well, in that case, so shall we translate slowly back? Do you have any additional tasks for us on the MLM? No further tasks on the MLM. Is just once you're en route, place the mobile unit in a more comfortable manner. Well, we'll try, but you can spend a lot of time trying to do that. Last time, we've tried to do it. Well, we have a little bit of time for that. We can allocate some time just to make it more comfortable. We'll try. Okay, we'll do it. Second, please look at the Strela unit and see that the stoppers are not touching the exterior panel. We'll look, Oleg. We'll do a little break by the Strela. Right here somewhere. Yes, right here. Maybe a little bit further. Okay, a bit further away. Yes. You can see it very well from there. Can you rotate? Well, I am referring to rotating 180 degrees. No.
The 2 cosmonauts are now changing the orientation of a plume impingement unit that is located on the Zvezda service module, right at the interface between Naoka and Zvezda. This unit is one of several such units located around the Russian segment of the station that measures the effect of plume impingement from thruster firings over the course of time. During Russian spacewalks, this unit's orientation is changed ever so slightly so it can have a different look at different surfaces on the Russian segment for plume impingement effects.
And maybe partially we can attach to the Strela. No, that's further away. Just go to the foot restraint. You go on one side and I'll go to the other. Коля, stop. Standing. Is that in your way? All right, copy.
This is Mission Control Houston as we approach the 1 hour mark into today's spacewalk. In other news, the two NASA astronauts, Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams, who will launch aboard the Boeing Starliner spacecraft atop an Atlas V rocket from Launch Complex 41 at the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station on the night of May 6th, are en route to the Kennedy Space Center for their arrival for pre-launch training and other activities. We will be switching the public channel down to the Kennedy Space Center a little less than an hour from now for coverage on the public channel of their arrival and remarks, as well as a Q&A with the media gathered down at the Cape. Spacewalk coverage will continue at that time on the media channel, after which both channels will resume coverage of today's Russian spacewalk. We'll keep you posted on the precise time of all of that, but you can expect the CFT, or crew flight test, crew arrival down at the Kennedy Space Center somewhere in the neighborhood of noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
Have you rotated? You probably cannot see me. Feels like night. So shall we continue? In 7 minutes, we'll see the orbital night. Yes, we can see it. It's coming up. I can do it this way. I can start. All right. Artyom, when you was telling us to place the station more comfortably, what exactly did you mean? To make it tighter? Well, it's up to you. I understand the inconvenience is that it kind of gravitates towards the radiator. But I don't know what else to attach it to. Maybe to the restraint. Well, it's at the base point actually. So you look at 4121, and then the next one is the base point. It does not reach to the radiator. It's nearby, but it does not reach. I don't see it touching it. So when you were translating, we were seeing that it was pretty loose and it might reach the radiator. Yes, in theory, but in reality. So this mobile unit goes to the attachment point for the radiator. So the restraint is on this side, and I don't, on the other side, I don't think we have any way to attach it except for the bracket. Well, since the foot restraint here is not used, maybe we can attach it to that structure. We can try. We can try. It will be a little bit further, but it might work. It'll be further from the radiator. Let me just turn it around. Copy. And a request in about 2 to 3 minutes prior to the orbital night to turn off the Heka cameras. Will do. All right. We have a restraint, foot restraint on this side. So I'm tightening it up. We're doing it, Artyom. Well, if we attach it here, it will not be banging against it. It won't. I think that'll be better. Or maybe just do it the way it was. I agree. Well, let's try at least and see if it works. I'm holding it.
Artyom, here it is, right here on top. It's pretty much on the foot restraint and on the handrail 2141. But the attachment point cannot reach the radiator anyway, so if we do it from the attachment point, pull it in. We will not be picking up the towels back in 10 years, right? So, okay.
This is Mission Control Houston, 1 hour, 2 minutes into today's spacewalk. Ali Kononenko, one of 6 humans to conduct spacewalks over 3 different decades. On your left, wearing the suit bearing the red stripes, Nikolai Chub. On the right, in the blue stripes, as we move into a handover between satellites on our tracking and data relay satellite system. They have deployed the 4th of 4 panels on a synthetic radar aperture system attached to the NAOCA multipurpose laboratory module, and have reoriented a plume impingement detection unit on the Zvezda service module, as well as having taken swab samples on the exterior of NAOCA. They will be removing a container called the BioRisk experiment from the Zvezda service module, as well as its adapter, and stow it inside the Poisk airlock, which is the airlock that they use to begin their spacewalk at 9:57 a.m. Central Time, 10:57 a.m. Eastern Time.
So I can say, when we'll turn them back on, then you'll give us the direction. Okay. It's on the CLA. I will just turn it the way it's needed. Okay, copy. Okay, shall we start moving towards MRM? Yes. Artyom? Do you have GoPros off? Are you ready?
With our TV signal back, Kononenko and Chub are wrapping up work to secure the synthetic radar aperture system panels They now will make their way back to the Poisk module to install a work platform with several adapters to a base point on the Poisk as the next of several tasks for today's spacewalk. The crew is running well ahead of their scheduled timeline. We'll see if they maintain that pace, working very efficiently together on this 270th spacewalk in support of space station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades. This is Kononenko's 7th spacewalk of his career. On this, the 960th day in space for Kononenko, who's the chief of the Cosmonaut Corps at the Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center in Star City. He will hit the 1,000th day in space, a record few thought would be possible some time ago. Kononenko will reach that milestone on June 4th.
Did you pass it? Yes. We need to get closer to the model. Let me work.
The International Space Station moving into an orbital sunset over the southern Indian Ocean as the two cosmonauts continue their work outside on this first spacewalk from the International Space Station in 2024.
Tricky spot here. Let me get closer and I will help you. Just 1 second. Okay, crew look back. Okay, here it is. I stepped out, I see. Okay, the adjustable tether stretched out. Yes, of course. Artem?
Связи?
Was it dropout?
На связи.
Artem? If I'll be approaching not from the left, but from the right. Can I approach Burisk that way? Is there anything on the way? Or shall we go the longer translation path? There will be a long gap between the handrails, and it will not be convenient to do the passover. It is possible, but it's not convenient.
У меня еще к вам была вторая просьба.
I had this. Now I'm here. Now I had
На такелажном узле.
to look for what on the attachment point? On the mobile link? Or where?
На основной балке.
No, take a, at the main beam. Last time we reported already that the housing is damaged. Can you do something using the restraint, with the restraints, or do you think it will not be manageable? Well, right now the restraints are parallel to 4100, and they're actually causing the damage, but there is no way to put it normal to the handrails. Are they folding restraints? Technically, yes, but we cannot do that. But then, what can we do? Try to stuff it behind the handrail and secure. Why? And just push it somehow behind the handrail. But you'll be passing by anyway, and it will just jump out. There's just the paint is damaged, scraped off a little bit. Okay, understand. All right, then proceed your translation. Are you secured? No, not yet. I just approached this spot. Okay.
Раз. 2.
1, 2. Ready?
Страховку сняли? Нет, не сняли.
Did we undo the hook? No, not yet.
Так, готово.
Ready?
Говорят, космических лифтов не существует. Космических чего? Лифтов. Ну, его глистов.
Okay, and we were told that there are no spacewalks. Here it is.
Да, ручной.
Oh, what that? Was it a tick?
Надо с чего-то начинать.
Yes, and actually stained. All right. There has to be a first time for everything. Oh, well, I don't have anything to grab onto here. I let that go. Now, here, take this bundle and pull it towards yourself. I think I'll have to transfer here. No, probably a little bit farther. I think we need to use the lower path. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm already here. Let me secure you. When you'll be moving below the ring.
Принято.
Speaking simultaneously. We are currently at MRM2 already. I am next to the Roscosmos label. And I have good visual, okay? So, how shall we do it? Okay, first of all, come closer and I will reattach you tether. Right now you are going under Strela beam. No, I need to transfer closer to the hatch. Or do you want to go to the left from the beam? Because I was planning to go to the right, yes. And if it's to the right, then it's closer to the hatch, because your hatch is to your right. No, I'm talking about the other side from the hatch. Yes, that's where I'm planning to go. Oh, okay. Then let's get off Strela, reattach the tether somewhere right here.
Так, Артем, мы сейчас с меня эти тезер снимаем и вешаем здесь на поручень вокруг Well.
No.
Напомни, пожалуйста, мы его забрали, не забудьте.
We need to... What are you going to attach to the handrail? Could you please repeat?
На поручень возле VL1.
Next to VL1. Did you copy? Can you repeat the whole sentence? What are you going to attach there? We will attach some safety tethers here, right next to the EVA hatch. Yes, and the reel also, and the tethers. You're right, attach it right there. Oh, will it be on the way? I think it is right now. No, I will manage to go to the other side. We'll somehow try to jump over it. I think that it will be easier to go around clockwise around the hedge, over the top. And then nothing will be on the way.
У меня к вам просьба.
Guys, guys, when you'll be ready to go to different direction, when you'll remove the camera and the rail, take the equipment together, report at that moment, and we will do a 5-minute hold.
This is Mission Control Houston. You're listening to the interpretation of the conversation between Russian flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center outside of Korolyov. You see there the vast control room at the Russian Control Center from this balcony camera as they continue to discuss procedures with Oleg Kononenko and Nikolai Chub. The two cosmonauts have straightened out and latched in place the fourth of 4 panels on a synthetic radar aperture system that hung up during its initial installation back in October. So that system is now going to be fully operational. They also took swab samples of some of the exterior surfaces on the Russian segment of the station for analysis at a later date, and are taking a brief 5-minute breather before they press ahead with the installation of a platform, a work platform with associated adapters on a base point or an attachment point on the Poisk module, which is on the space-facing side of the Russian segment of the International Space Station, serving as both a docking port and the airlock from which they began their spacewalk 1 hour and 16 minutes ago.
I suggest to put both inside. Okay, Krylov bag is secured. One is on 6021, and the other one is on 6024. Now let me turn around. Copy. Here, on any of those, let's do it here. Okay, and the small should be attached to the Krylov bag, yes. Right here. Where is the Krylov bag? Here, and this is the ring. So, is that it? All okay? Yes. Yes, all okay. Done. Artem, Krylov bag is secured by 3 tethers. 2 hooks from the tether that we used for stowing it, and plus 1 safety tether. Copy. Probably he doesn't copy it. No, guys, I copied you. Artem, what if I use the handrails to translate over the hedge? Do you think it will be convenient for me later on, or should I go below the hedge? Well, above the hedge, that will mean closer to the docking port. No, I'm talking about the EV hedge. To make sure it will be more convenient for you in PKDO. Then you'll need to use the handrail that is closer to the docking mechanism. Closer to what? The docking mechanism. I am now using the utmost upper handrail. Yes. No, guys, it won't be convenient. That's what I'm saying. That I should be using the lower handrails, but I already see PKDO. It will be a little bit high for positioning myself there. Let me try PKDO. No, I'm trying to figure out which handrail I need. Nikolai, have you started translating? No. Right now, I put the alligators into the crew log back together with the screwdriver that I used. And that way I managed to free 2 reds. Okay, copy.
Давайте сейчас отдохнем 5 минут.
Okay, guys, 5 minutes rest.
Перед началом движения будем включать камеры.
And before you start translating, we'll need to turn the cameras on. Okay.
Перед началом движения.
Before we start translating.
Хорошо.
All right. Artyom, we need to rotate the KDO around its own axis, right? Yes, about its own axis by 180 degrees. Arrow must be pointing at PHO. It was pointed at me. Now I turned it around and now it's looking down. Okay, copy. Oleg, can you turn the helmet cameras on? And also use Glisser. Do you have the image now? No, not yet. I see the green LED on. Yes, green LED is illuminated. Copy. Then I believe we shall be receiving this video in a minute. Just, I turned it towards PHO. Copy. Nikolai, then turn your helmet camera on. It's already on.
Нет, пока еще не наблюдаем.
Do you see it? No, not yet. Then I go to Birisk.
Сейчас, Олег Дмитриевич, давайте еще минутку подождем.
Oleg, let's wait for another minute. Let us wait for the cameras to come alive and let us see everything.
This is Mission Control Houston, 1 hour, 23 minutes into today's spacewalk by Oleg Kononenko, the Expedition 71 commander, and Roscosmos flight engineer Nikolai Chub. The cosmonauts opened the hatch to the Poisk module airlock at 9:57 a.m. Central Time, 10:57 a.m. Eastern Time, marking the official start of today's excursion, the 270th spacewalk in support of space station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades, the first out of the International Space Station this year, and the first for Expedition 71. The two cosmonauts are working well ahead of their timeline, having unfurled and latched in place the fourth of 4 panels on a synthetic aperture radar system that was initially installed back in October when they last conducted a spacewalk out of the station. They latched it in place. That system now will be fully operational. They have also collected swab samples on several surfaces on the exterior of the Russian segment of the station and reoriented a plume impingement device to measure thruster firing effects on the surfaces of the International Space Station.
Do you believe
the 2 crew members, although out of sight of station cameras at this moment, have made their way down or back up from the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module to Poisk to install a work platform with several adapters on an attachment point for the installation of other hardware coming up later in this spacewalk and on future spacewalks out of the Russian segment.
Give me another couple of minutes before I'll be able to assess the situation. Okay, of course. Whenever you'll be ready. If needed, we'll rotate the solar arrays to give you more room. Okay, but you know, there is a pretty narrow space there. I will have to squeeze in, but from that position, if I do squeeze in, I will not be able to see the station far enough to understand about the solar arrays. Okay, copy. So you're now on the large diameter, right? We started receiving video from your camera. Yes? I'm at 2423. Copy. Yeah.
And we're back with views from the helmet camera of Nikolai Chub, up close and personal as he makes his way toward the next work site on the Poisk module, just outside of the hatchway to the Poisk airlock.
Oleg, we're receiving the video from your camera as well.
The International Space Station flying 260 miles over the Indonesian island chain, moving from southwest to northeast on a track that will carry the station and its 7 crew members just to the east of Tokyo a short time from now.
Okay, very good. Now tell me please, there is a foot restraint installed here, and also there is a foundation. They're round. No, you will not be able to hook up to it because they are wider. But there is another handrail there. There is a gap spanner all the way to the base of the platform with adapters. Well, actually, the hook worked on that round a bar without any problems. Okay, copy. I do remember that when we were training on the pool, we could do it, but I don't see any gap spanners. Okay. All right. If there is enough length for you, then it's great. Also, another attachment point possible for the hook is the base of the platform with the adapters. See if you'll need it, you can use it. So far, I'm attached to the foot restraint, to those braces. Copy? Now the base. All right. I'm secured to the base of the platform with adapters, and adjustable is Right here. Copy.
Approaching the 1 hour, 30-minute mark into today's spacewalk. Again, the two cosmonauts not appearing to be flummoxed in any way by today's activities, moving smartly along and well ahead of their timeline as they continue their work, preparing to set up for the installation of an adapter and a work platform on the Poisk module, to which they will install two pieces of hardware, one called Kvarts and one by the Russian Cyrillic acronym of TKK, which are two devices measuring corrosion effects on the outside surfaces of the Russian segment of the International Space Station.
Ты слышишь, что?
Саша, can you copy us? No, he does not copy you.
Just a programming note as we continue our coverage of the Russian spacewalk today by Kononenko and Chub. We will be switching the public channel of NASA television down to the Kennedy Space Center at 11:45 a.m. Central, 12:45 p.m. Eastern Time, just ahead of the arrival of NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams, who are en route to the Kennedy Space Center, and their arrival for final preparations for their scheduled launch the night of May 6th aboard the Boeing Starliner commercial crew spacecraft on the crew flight test atop an Atlas V rocket from Launch Complex 41 at the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. We will continue our spacewalk coverage on the media channel during the time the public channel is down at KSC. And once their arrival remarks and a short Q&A with media gathered at their landing strip down at the Cape is complete, then we'll rejoin the spacewalk on both the public and the media channels.
Адаптер РК демонтирован.
Adapter is uninstalled. Okay. Start translating towards the EV hatch.
Я уже его снял, иду обратно.
And Oleg, I am already going back. But you didn't say.
Так занято диалог.
I was busy. Okay, the BKDO, pressure and contamination monitoring unit, it's rotated and tilted. Need to adjust it. Yes, I need to go down towards it.
Так, нам надо как-то будет аккуратно его входить.
We need to be very careful.
Выхода из тени осталось 5 минут.
5 minutes to insulation. Copy.
Так, ты там, Коля? Я уже иду обратно.
I'm going back now. Yes, I can see you.
Ты его пройди, не задевая. Я его развернул.
Just be careful. Okay, I rotated the BKDO unit towards the Soyuz. The arrow is pointing towards the Soyuz.
Нет, стоял правильно, получается. Вот так.
Well, it used to be
Принято.
properly oriented.
Вниз на
Снизу
ПХО.
надо обходить.
Да, с платформой с адаптерами вы пойдете сейчас.
Под ногами у меня корабль. Надо сориентироваться, где ПХО.
Okay, I need to orient myself where the PHO is.
Если с платформой с адаптерами, то по нижней трассе
When you are shepherding the platform with adapters, please go towards the lower translation path.
Сейчас я дождусь света.
Yeah, I will wait for insulation.
3,5 минуты.
3.5 minutes to insulation. Copy, 3.5 minutes.
Но его конкретно на ПХО развернуть или просто параллельно модулю поставить?
Do you want me to rotate it
Параллельно модулю.
or just position it in parallel to the module?
Ну, я
More
поставлю.
in parallel to the module and so that the arrow faces the correct way. All right, that's what I'm doing. All right, there's interference now.
Так, говори, Артем.
Да, у меня просьба камеру Хеку чуть левее повернуть.
The hacker camera, please
Когда будет возможность.
turn it to the left just a little bit when possible.